sports college football with a terrific matchup on this Thursday night. It's the Spartans and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, I caught up with the Spartans head coach right before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Spartans will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Texas A&M's offense will come out first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
I'll try to get things off on time after the delay of game. Now it's 2nd and 12. Reed makes the catch. It's Horton. No chance to run, but still a good game. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Again, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Owens. Runs through a tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The Spartans offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt. coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Reed pulls it in. It's Thomas. And they swarm him under. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Makes the catch. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Got the quick pass. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Got a man. It's Horton. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll send out the kicker here. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside. It's Morris. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
The Spartans will line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Reed to throw. Uncorks one. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
Snags it, and he's open. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the 1st quarter comes to a close. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Works his way forward, has enough for the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 32. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pucks it out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Backs looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Gets it out fast. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. They want to run this quarterback. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That's reeled in. It's James. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And he got enough for the first down, but we'll need to check on that injured player. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. They're working that left side. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Sweet cut there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Handoff for Baxter. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Tight end now in motion. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
The keeper on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll line up for a second down play. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Reed. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. With the catch, it's Richmond. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. To the air on 1st down. And to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. And it's the Flames getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Now back over to your game at Kyle Field. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They have this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with ankles.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. And the ball comes to rest right there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. And I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. Reed. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On the run, it's Owens. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking left. And the timing just a hair off. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. This time he wants to throw. Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going to run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Morris. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've been giving up sack after sack after sack in this game.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The run inside. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Keeps it on 1st down. There's some room. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Gets the back moving. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Got his man in the middle. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Running the red zone, it's Morrow. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Throwing Reed. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggie. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Tie game, 4th quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. He wants to change this route. Running inside, it's Morris. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a flea flicker. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Under fire, and they got it.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Reed. The sure hands. It's Edwards. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Nice move to keep running. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. Might have a chance. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Run in the red zone. It's Edwards. Touchdown, Aggie! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. And now this offense needs a late... There he goes!
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Spartans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to the run. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the tight end.
Well, the quarterback dropped back, read the coverage, and realized there was nobody even close to his tight end over on the outside of the field. So simple pitch and catch, and that's an easy 1st down.
Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed and it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
Start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, it's Morris. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. From the gun. Looking for the goal line. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Maybe some room here. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. The run inside. It's Edwards. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Timeout called by the defense just shy of the 2-minute mark. 2:02 remaining here. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Rides the option. He keeps it. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They punt it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Got to have it here on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unleashes one. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly.